Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. It's 6 minutes gone past our 7 o'clock, and we have officially commenced. Today, I'm not going to talk too much because we have quite a lot actually to discuss today, and it's imperative that you stay with us while we have this very beautiful conversation today. My name is Esther Wachiku. We do this audio visual. Join us on YouTube right about now at VOP 903 FM. This is basically where you can watch us live in the studio to virtually be part of the conversation, and wherever it is, any part of the world that you are, you can join us and contribute in the live segment where we'll have a healthy intellectual discourse. On the Evening Rush, we talk about issues bedeviling Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. We'll invite analysts, sometimes right here in the studio, sometimes they join us via the telephone. Now, these personalities of beautiful intellectual interest give us a comprehensive perspective or different angles through which these issues could be looked at. We try to bring things from a prism of objectivity, and then we educate ourselves. Obviously, you get to be part of the conversation when the phone lines are open. Today, we're going to be direct and straight to the point. Let me first of all start with the former governor of Niger State, Babangida Aliyu, saying President Tinubu's administration is making progress but lacks an effective communication strategy to inform Nigerians about its achievement. The chairman of the board of trustees of Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Foundation made the remarks on a Monitor television program during the morning show, where he reacted to discussions from a recent public accountability session which was held in Kaduna. The forum was organized by SABMF, brought together federal ministers and top government officials to present the administration's performance to northern stakeholders amid complaints of marginalization from some political leaders in the region. It's actually quite surprising that some government agents had to go to the north to tell them that we're doing better than what you're claiming, when while some other people are complaining of marginalization, and we've not seen such entourage go visit them to placate them. So a couple of persons are already attributing it to the 2027 elections. They need to please some certain people whom supposedly they think that they're the ones that helps or enables elections. Or I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. But it's quite funny that they sent delegates to go and present that the president is working well. It's them, because these northerners have been complaining that they are sidetracked. They're not considering them in appointments. And it's funny because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in reality, has really been giving them quite a lot of appointments. If you look at the structure of appointments being done lately, it's the north, the north, the north, the north, the north. So I don't understand. Even Bayonanaga is saying that it's because Tinubu is from the south. That's why he's been targeted. Because if you look at the composition of appointments made, it's basically the north and the southwest. So he doesn't understand why the northerners are still complaining that they've been marginalized or isolated or not paid attention to. There are still complaints in that regard. Well, my analyst today will be telling us about that. Now, there's still the conversation about the political parties. The Labour Party that used to be a major force, we now have 21 of them who have defected to either the APC or the PDP, and you have about one or two of them right now in the House. What happened? How did it get to that point? How did the management or leadership or board of trustees of the Labour Party become so unmanageable that they couldn't curtail defections in mass from a party that really resonated in 2023, a party that seemed to have been supposedly quiet for a very long time and was awoken? Well, as it stands now, they say they want to do a couple of restructuring and they're going to put their names in the Hall of Shame. Is that enough? Well, we'll see how that goes in the course of the conversation. Meanwhile, all right, let's look at the situation currently in Pedin, where Bashir Elrufai, I think Elrufai's son, recently called out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am afraid on his behalf, and I'm surprised that the presidency has not reacted in that regard. So the son of one of the sons of former Governor Elrufai called out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and said that if Peterobi is being supported by a strong northerner, that before 12 noon, before the president's breakfast will be ready, that Peterobi would have won. A couple of critics are now asking Bashir Elrufai, why did he have to put Peterobi in his sentence? What exactly is your problem? Why must you use Peter Obi to talk? You could address the president or anybody that you want to address But why put Peterobi again? As you've seen, he's been receiving a lot of backlash from the government of the day, from their supporters, to the extent that even his geopolitical location seems to be focused on a lot of hate and whatever is coming on his ethnic extraction, just because he was part of the 2023 general election. So they're berating him. You could have said what you wanted to say without having to put Peter Obi's name. Also, don't you have respect while you're referring to the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as Pablo Escobar? You don't have respect? Do you understand? You need home training. You call a whole President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Well, my analyst in the World News at 6 said that he did not necessarily call President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Pablo Escobar, and that Auntie Remy could literally mean any Remy Tinubu, not necessarily the president's wife, but you can understand what he means. So, and he also warned the federal government to be careful not to arrest his father. You know that the aides of his father and a couple of close allies of the father were recently arrested by the EFCC based on some corruption, financial malfeasance charges against Elrufai and a couple of his aides. So we can see what is going on, and it feels also like the faction of the SDP are also not happy with him. Another thing we're also going to be considering again is the fact that Kachi Ononuji is insisting that there are talks that Peter Obi will join the political party of the People's Democratic Party. We don't know what that means actually, with the current defection, Wike's presence in there as well. Meanwhile, let's take a listen to former President Olusegun Obasanjo.
Assembly cabal of today is worse than any cabal that anybody may find anywhere in our national governance system. Members of the National Assembly pay themselves allowances for staff and offices they do not have or maintain. Once you are a member, you are co-opted, and your mouth is stuffed with rottenness and corruption that you cannot opt out as you go home with not less than 15 million naira a month for a senator and 10 million naira a month for a member of House of Representatives. The National Assembly is a den of corruption by a gang of unarmed robbers. Once when I was president, I asked outside auditors, both normal and forensic, to audit the account of the National Assembly. They frustrated it on the basis of separation of power. They claimed they had oversight responsibility for their corruption and misdemeanor, and nothing can be done. It is like asking a thief to watch over himself. There must be full disclosure of all relevant fiscal information in a timely and systematic manner at all levels. Ganging up to intimidate and threaten the life of whistleblower is deplorable and undemocratic. What of the so-called constituency projects, which is a veritable source of corruption? These constituency projects are spread over the budget for members of the National Assembly, for which they are the initiator and the contractor, directly or by proxy. And money will be fully drawn, with the project only partially executed or not executed at all.
As the chair of the local content committee, when I resumed as chair, I have the bank statement here. It's the Sterling, is an account under the name Senate Committee on Local Content, and the account is with Sterling Bank, and the account number is 00662082009. And when I resumed as chair of the committee, the account balance was zero. And then gradually, at the time I handed over to the next chairman, the account had 13,649,335 naira and 4 kobo. The first month after my resumption, the clerk of the committee, whose name is well listed there, Mrs. Edith Aja, she approached me. She told me that every month, every committee in the National Assembly receives 950,000 naira as running or operational costs. And so that I said, okay, what is the money supposed to be used for? She said, for logistics, mail dispatches, whenever refreshments for meetings that we have, and all that. I said, okay, so if 950,000 naira has hit the account, we are yet to call for any meeting, so I think leave that money there. Or is there a problem? She said, yes, the trend or the norm is that if there is no event that utilizes the money, we are supposed to share the money. I said, how do you mean? She said, the money is usually shared. I, as a chairperson, I will take a part of it. I will give some to my deputy, and the rest of the money will be shared amongst the staff of the local content committee. And I was like, did you say that is what happens? She said, yes, that is what my predecessor did, and that is what happens in all the committees in the National Assembly. I said, well, you know what? That money, if it's meant to service the operations of the committee, it's not meant to enrich my pockets. It's not meant to enrich the pockets of the staff. I would not want to collect this so-called impress. So I would advise that you keep that money in the account, and we build the money, we use it for whatever it's needed. If we have to buy office equipment, print stationaries, then we use that money. And I promise this, and the bank statement is here. Anyone who has access to it, I have called the account number. You can check. We have gradually built the account. We used there was a time I approved the money last year for the purchase of a printer, because it made no sense that we kept on spending so much money printing outside. I was like, you know what,
MDAs, they will come on TV and they will say, this airing MDA did this. All the atrocities that are being committed in the National Assembly, who punished them? We don't follow the budget process the way it is. They will budget money for instance, staff budget, money for training, money for clinic, money for sports, money for books, money, they collapse it. It is in the National Assembly I say hearing about collapse. What is collapse? Sir, both of you know what collapse is. Collapse. The money, now, allowances that are budgeted for National Assembly staff is collapsed. So, we as citizens, because we are still citizens, first, before we became National Assembly staff, and then you have no power to even go and hold a press conference because we are sworn to oath of silence. So I can't even tell the world how I feel. Allowances that we are constitutionally, even I put it in the constitution this time, statutory allocation to the National Assembly staff, they collapsed it till now. Some people have retired. It takes over a year, 2 years for them to pay the National Assembly staff their retirement benefit before you start talking of pension. Go and see them. They look like scarecrows. Our former colleagues call us, direct us to beg for money for fuel. They are coming to the National Assembly. You see them standing at the junction into the National Assembly. They can't afford to fuel their cars. So apart from what the Constitution says, themselves, who is looking at the one they are collapsing and chopping? They chop their own, they chop our own. Why am I mad? I am mad because we talk, we don't do. I am mad because nobody listens. Our legislators are not here. We are talking to ourselves. Now we don't have the power to do nothing of all the things we talk about. We are talking about oversight. How do you account for the fact that the flight ticket to go and oversight somebody was paid for that person by the agency? What are you coming to write? You go there, they tell you what to write, they give you money, they quota you, they give you flight, and the members will come and fight over the money that they give to them. They will not give the clerk. They will not give the committee assistance that they take with. But it's not even the fact that they didn't give the clerk. Now you are compelled to write a report of what you did not see, what did not happen, and you lie. Me as a Catholic, I will just go for a confession first. Then secondly, financing a public hearing. We did a public hearing last year. And then the committee called me to tell me that a consultant was employed to write a report. And then I asked the consultant, were you at the public hearing? He said no. So what do you want to write? I, informer, we give you material to write the report. I said no, it's not going to happen. I I will not work with you. I put my feet down and I told him I'm not going to work with you. And I sat down because they are looking at us as if we do not have capacity. Me, I'm just 2 steps out of National Assembly for retirement. So right now, my mother says she's not dancing so that people will give her money. It's so that they will see me. So I will say what I want to say.
All right, you just heard what is going on within the National Assembly, the kind of corruption that takes place there. There's a lot, actually. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things we can't say on air. Wallahi, there's a lot of things we can't say here. But trust me, it takes a lot for this country to get to where it wants to get to. Now, and that is what a couple of Nigerians say is a fear of Peterobi. And that's why a couple of persons and elements are fighting for him to get in there. A couple of people are afraid that when he gets there, all of this backdoor channels of monies, corruption, everything will be broken, and they don't want it. A couple of people feel that the system is deliberately structured this way because a set of persons are benefiting from it. Anything outside this, they would never allow it. So the big question is this right now. The talk is, should Peterobi step down, step away from this entire situation, as a lot of hot shots are coming front, right, left and center, and then any other person can emerge other than him? That's one. Two, a former national legal advisor of the People's Democratic Party, Jacob Mark, has said that Peterobi should be the one begging to come back to the PDP and not the PDP begging him. According to them, they say that the PDP is well structured with 37 state chairmen, unlike other political parties that can boast of only a national chairman and has executives in all the local governments of the country. Now, also, we know that there is a situation. We don't know how astute that is, but what's his name? Ononujo has been speaking lately and spilling quite a lot as to what he considers about the ADC, and that indeed there are talks ongoing for Peterobi to actually join the People's Democratic Party. They said that the rumored move is not actually a lie per se, but the fact is it was because the ticket wasn't zoned in 2023 to the south, and that was the reason why he left. So if there are promises that the ticket will be given to him and that they intend to zone it to the south, why not if not? He quite actually divulged quite a lot. I think I mentioned it yesterday. Now, when Ali Modi Sharif said it, there were a couple of talks that there's a possibility that it's not true. But Jerry Ghana saying that indeed confirming that they are speaking with Peterobi's team as to him coming back to the PDP. But there are fears that if you have a news on Wiki there, it will not be possible. They may want to make a fool of him, embarrass him, and literally ruin his political career. However, as it stands, the spokesman of the African Democratic Congress has said that Peterobi cannot take the risk of returning to the People's Democratic Party. This was when he was fielding questions on a monitored television program. He said, regardless of what anybody is saying, it is good to see that it has taken coming on board the ADC to get PDP to begin to make some movements. Peterobi, more than anyone else, knows that he cannot take the risk of going to the PDP. Now, Obi disowned a statement purportedly issued by him denying joining the PDP and reaffirming his allegiance to the ADC. Ibrahim Umar of the Peterobi Media Reach in Abuja said Obi has been unequivocal in his position in the ongoing coalition and didn't need anyone to put words into his mouth. So in other words, nobody should speak on his behalf. So there were phone calls, text messages being sent. However, a public communication analyst very recently said that there is a possibility that strong moves are being made to bring him back on board. And why is this so? One of the persons who supposedly helped Peterobi or possibly packaged him in 2023 came out to actually quite give a couple of disclosure as to the fact that this is the reason why they strongly believe that he would come to the People's Democratic Party. But there is a lot of talk. There are talks that the only way this can survive is if Peterobi is advised to Atiku that if he decides to go on his own, a lot of things will happen that may be detrimental to his ethnic extraction, that may be detrimental to his political career, and that the North are afraid that possibly when he gets there, they're not certain that first 4 years that he said he was going to stick to, that he will stick to it. Others also are afraid that he may divide Nigeria. I don't know why that is coming on board or why that train of thought is there. Others also feel that there is a possibility that the kind of endemic corruption ongoing, they don't want it to stop, and they don't want that to possibly no longer funnel or channel their own ambitions. Again, will there be a possibility of insecurity stopping, or they may want to arm themselves more to destabilize his polity? So, I actually have right here in the studio Mr. Mbata. Thank you for joining us today. Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Tony Mbata.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine today.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I also have Barrister Darlington Agumo. Barrister Darlington, good evening and thank you for joining us.
Stop.
Welcome, sir. How are you? Fine. We're going to put a lot of things on the table today and finally just give it a cap. We may not want to divest or go into this anymore. I'm going to start off with Bashir Elrufai's son, calling or insinuating that Pablo Escobar will not win the elections before the wife is done with breakfast if Tinubu is partnered with a northerner, a strong northerner. And it generated quite the conversation. Do you think he was really being rude?
Tinubu or Peterobi?
No, he said that Peterobi would win the 2027 elections before the wife is done with breakfast, and referred to the president as Pablo Escobar. Is it not surprising that he can make such a statement? Do you think if anybody had made such a statement, that person will literally be standing tall now? I'm asking you, Tony. I'm starting with Mr. Tony. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Esther. For Elrufai's son to make such a remark, if he actually used such a name against the President of the Federal Republic.
You've not seen it?
No,
it is.
Okay, if you use such a thing, that means Nigerians are beginning to speak out to their mind. Remember, prior to 2023 election, what they did and what they said and all the things. But I thank God how things have been unfold and people have begun to realize their mistake. And the one thing is that you have made a mistake. The next thing, did you realize that you have made a mistake, and what step have you taken to correct those steps you have made? Now, they have seen, particularly his father was one of the people that say that Obi cannot go anywhere. They were inside one room, it's a Twitter, they are doing blah, 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 and all the whole thing. But it was a surprise to everybody, even the whole world at large, that Obi within 6 months could do something. So for him, let me believe that he has realized the mistake and is correcting it by speaking out. So I commend him for saying so.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Or is it not because there's an focused attention on his father? But during his administration, they've arrested some of the father's aides, and he used the same breath to threaten that they should be careful. They should not think they can arrest his father. Because I'm wondering why he mentioned Peterobi. I mean, a lot of persons have been asking, this was since in the afternoon or so thereabout, have been asking, why did you have to put a Peterobi in this whole drama? What is his business in your tweet, and who are you trying to possibly pander to that you had to write such a thing and mention his name as part of that?
Yeah, there's no political issue or discussion today that Peterobi's name will not be mentioned, because Peterobi has built a name. In development economies, we say we have 5 factors of production, while ordinarily we say we have 4: land, labor, entrepreneur, capital. But the most important thing that makes it in development economies, the 5th one, is integrity factor. Peterobi has built integrity factor. Peterobi has a name, has an origin, and we know where he studied and all the rest of them. And Peterobi have been tested and trusted, and people have seen that, yes.
Where was he tested and trusted?
Peterobi has been a governor of Anambra State. And everything can be verifiable. And people have known Peterobi have built companies. You can go and verify. So Peterobi did not jump into politics as a pauper or as a ballot paper carrier, Akpobi people and all the rest of them. Now, for Elrufai's son to be saying such a thing, that means, you don't trust politicians. Remember that this Elrufai was one of the people that said in Hausa language that they will not allow a Christian to come and govern.
Not just that, he called Peterobi a Nollywood actor, that he's just acting film.
And for him now, dancing, romancing with Peterobi, that means he want to be vice to Peterobi.
Are you sure?
Yes, we know this. When politicians are doing things, you may not. All of us play the politics. All of us are political animal. People like us played in the school and still playing it. And we played our chest.
So he doesn't have any political intention, but he wants to ask Tinubu by all means.
Forget about what he's telling us. Go and mark my word. Elrufai is looking to be the vice of Peterobi. And Elrufai knows that with the name Peterobi has built, let me be under him so that I can clean and make up things. These are political, they know what they are doing, calculation. So for the son who the other time was against Peterobi, was against whatever. Now turning around, they are planning things that Nigerians will see very soon.
All right, Barrister Darlington Agumwa. So, don't you find it quite surprising? Very recently, the Northerners complained that they've been marginalized, isolated, calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that when it comes to his appointments, there is no representation of federal character. The recent appointment of the president had more of the Northern extraction in it. And that's not the only thing. Even with the recent appointment that the president just supposedly did, if you look at the majority of numbers, they're from the North. You would wonder why they're crying when they seem to be the most favored. Bayo Nanoga has come out to say that the reason why these Northerners are talking is because the president is from the South, and rather than them having to eschew and support him like he did for their brother Muhammadu Buhari for 8 years, they want to truncate his administration. Okay, in the same breath, they're also advising an APC chieftain is advising Peterobi not to be part of the political space in campaigning ahead of 2027, as they say the votes will be split. Because of that, a lot of heat has actually been coming. What would you say to this?
Esther, over the years, the hegemony of the North has not been interrogated, and it has become a tradition that they have the numbers. Unfortunately, the politicians in the South here have agreed to this. So that number is what they leverage on in every electoral cycle. They told Tinubu that he should remember that they gave him 65% of the votes. And because of that, they believe that all the appointments should come to them if he wants to go for second term. Unfortunately, Tinubu now shifted the appointment to his Southwest brothers. And the North are not happy. There are some juicy ministries the North expected Tinubu to give them, but he did not.
Okay, Barrister Darlington, wait.
Yes.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu extended the tenure of Bashir Adewale Adeniyi as Customs Controller General. In the same breath today as well, he approved the appointment of Omotenyoye Majekodumi as Director General of the National Council on Climate Change. And obviously, he's replacing Dr. Nkiruka Madueke, the pioneer head of the council, who was appointed by the president in June 2024. What does this mean?
That's what I'm telling you now, that political scheming is now on the loose.
No, you gave somebody an appointment just in 2024,
yes.
and you're replacing the person by saying that person has better experience, and then you're extending the tenure of the Customs Controller General because you think he needs to do some certain things that, if it expires, he will not be able to oversee it. Do you understand what the question I'm trying to ask?
Most times, when I want to do these things as it is, you will tell me no tribal sentiment, no ethnic bias.
Okay.
But is that not the problem of Nigeria? You can't run who did you mention? Madueke.
And Nkiruka Madueke, Dr. Nkiruka Madueke, she's the pioneer head of the council.
Good.
And was appointed by the president in June 2024. So it's just a year.
Let me tell you, more of such a dislocation will happen before 2025 ends. In fact, as we enter 2026, there may not be anybody from Igbo extraction in Tinubu's government. Maybe the ones that will remain are those that is constitutionally approved. That's the truth. If Obi is to run, nobody from Igbo extraction will be in Tinubu's cabinet. And of course, you will not come. What will you say? You won't do anything. Look at the North. Is that not what I've been saying here? Look at the North. You dare not to take away their rights from them. They will come after you. And you are going to comply. As I talk to you now, Tinubu had dispatched or invaded the North with his officials to go and talk to the Northern leaders. About 60 of them. They are holding meetings all over the North now, trying to convince the North to vote for Tinubu in 2027. And they are telling whatever you want, we are ready to give. We are ready to give. Is that not why those emissaries are going there? Esther, how many of your people from the Southeast went to complain to Tinubu that we are marginalized? Have you heard such a thing? Do you even have the mouth to go and talk? How many of your people from the Southeast are going to say, Tinubu, what you are doing to us is not good? Look at what bring out a list of appointments he made that no Igbo man is there. Can you do that? The answer is no. And these are the people who supposed to be the backbone of Peterobi in this election that is coming. You can see. So you mean those people, after they visit that visit in the north, nothing will come out of it, Abi? There won't be changes of positions. Because what appointment cannot do, money can do it. Esther. The question is, how much do you want? Just name it. They will not leave. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. In fact,
the delegates you're talking about were persons of federal character, that federal minister, top government officials who presented the administration's performance. You had the NSA, you had the secretary to the government of the federation, you had top members of this administration in that particular committee having to tell them the achievements of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. And Aliyu is saying that the reason why there is public disaffection or dissatisfaction with the federal government is that it's not necessarily due to non-performance, but that there is rather poor communication. That, for example, he says what he understood from all the discussions they had is that government officials are either shy or not communicating well, and that you do not depend only on the Ministry of Information to be able to communicate with the citizens. That every minister, every head of parastatal should be able to tell the people what he's been doing. That there are evidence that many parastatals have been doing very well, but that people are not aware. Is it awareness that is needed up there, and you're supposed to feel it?
Esther, they know that Tinubu has given them enough, but you know there is an Oliver Twist asking for more. Look at what Buhari did for them just 2 years, a few years ago, before he left office and died. All that Buhari was doing, is all about the North Fulani for 8 years. Is that not true? Yet they were not satisfied. They still want Tinubu to come in and continue with the same trajectory. It is either the North or nothing. You can see how they are using the so-called population to get what they want politically.
Barrister Tony Mbata, let me look at this. Do you think it's because there was a very low voter turnout from the Southeast, and that's why we're seeing this marginalization in appointments from this administration towards the Southeast? Do you think that's the case?
I don't think. One of the problems is that we have not agreed that we are one nation. Okay. And because they believe that during the Nigerian Biafran War, even though Gowon say 3R, no victor, no vanquish. But the question I'm asking is, are we one? Is it supposed to be when you win election, as the commander-in-chief, you now decide to say, this person did not vote for me, this person vote for me, this is the people I will give, this is the people I will not give. What about the constitutional oath you have taken that are going to be the father of everybody? Are we doing it? That is why you are seeing all this issue of agitation, Biafra. Because you cannot beat a child and say, that child should not cry. Nigerian government, apart from Obasanjo, that's why when I listen to Obasanjo, it gives me joy. Obasanjo has been a leader that any other person that is coming up supposed to emulate.
So people accuse Obasanjo of being one of the spearheaders of corruption within his administration.
Remember when Obasanjo entered 1999, how Nigeria was, where we are coming from. From the military, the way we used to do things. And Obasanjo came. Yes, he's a human being. Nobody is an angel. But Obasanjo, take it or leave it, Obasanjo is one of the best presidents of this country. Because Obasanjo,
federal character representation.
both federal character, and Obasanjo will speak his mind. And Obasanjo will take responsibilities. So this is Obasanjo for you. And Obasanjo will speak out when the time comes. So for Nigerian government, they have not shown us that we are one Nigeria. And I've said it here many a time, other places, that most of our leaders, almost 85% of our leaders, have never believed in the unity of this country. Forget about, and most of them are not doing governance or entering into politics or governance because they want to better the life of ordinary Nigerians. They are seeing it as a business. And secondly, there are so many lies being fed to us by so-called leaders. And mind you that a political leader is not a leader, because most of them are there to make money. Most of them are there to cause problem, because they will eat on problem. Now, when there is problem, you see them, they will eat. When there's no problem, they will not. And there are so many rumors and so many lies that they have told us. When they say they're not. You ask yourself, who are they not? How many are they? Is it the Fulanese? Is it the core Hausas? Or is it the middle belt? Before, they will come and tell them, they will believe that they are one. But when they have it, they know who are the Fulanese, who are the original owner of this country, according to them. Look at what happened when Shagari came on board. The story had it. It was not Shagari that won that primaries. But because the person that won that primary was not from the core Fulanese, what did they do? They schemed them and brought Shagari. Then they went and met an Igbo man, Dr. Elese Kweme, upon all his degrees, and said, come and be his vice. We are promising you, after Shagari, you are going to be the president of this country. What happened? Did they keep to the agreement? When the time reached, what did they do? They put things. There was a queue. Now, when Elese Kweme and Solomon Law ordered them, I think G7 or G12, form PDP. G34 form PDP. There was an agreement that Ekweme will go, and they know it, they saw it, and Ekweme was going. What happened? They changed it. Reason based not to them. And the most appalling thing is that they will use some people that call themselves Igbos. Some of them, not all. Like when Barrister was saying that where our leader that will go and talk to the president and demand, our people have been talking, but some of the people they are using.
Where are they talking?
Yes, people have been talking.
Even with the Ohanese anybody, they're not saying anything.
When we have
the recent hate baiting, hate slurring, you saw the march that was carried out in Ghana. They were literally attributing all the crimes to that particular ethnic extraction. That's not the only place you're saying. Joe Igbokwe recently referenced what Chukuma Soludo said about insecurity in the southeast. These are consistent methods ongoing, and these are the fears that say is what is affecting any southeasterner from contesting. And some persons have said, you know what, to stop all this mayhem whereby the properties of a lot of people from that extraction are all across the country, and the slur baiting, the bigotry and the hatred could lead to a situation where their businesses could be affected. They're asking Peterobi to step aside or be more strategic by being a vice to Atiku.
No, our people has been talking, but the issue is that the so-called political leaders, did we elect them?
Where did they talk?
It's
only the faction said the issue.
Not the faction. The only thing you can say is that most of the governors, most of the ministers, who are they that are giving all this appointment? Are they representing the Igbo nation? No. So when they give somebody that is already hungry, that is already part of them, did you expect him to talk? But people have been talking. Let me finish.
Okay.
Now, people have been talking. The issue is that because of the lies they have told so many centuries. You remember that it took Babangida how many years to come out and say, this is not an Igbo coup. How many years? It remained Gowon. Gowon has to come and tell us what happened in Aburi. So, most of these lies, God is going to demystify whatever they are doing. But what I'm saying is that because of some of the people that are say they are in charge, they are governors, they are ministers, they are looking for their stomach. Because they don't have name. Because they don't have what we call integrity, like Peterobi. So they will all do all these things in order to make sure that those things they are gaining, they will be gaining it. In among the 12, you must see Judas. You will see them. But anybody that's telling you that Peterobi should be vice for anybody, that person is lying from the pit of hell. That person did not like Nigeria.
Are you sure?
Yes, because Nigerians have seen that Peterobi will do it and do it better. But it's only these political eggheads. How many are there? How many percent are there that they don't want change?
But Mr. Tony, a couple of people feel that strategy is needed. A couple of Nigerians don't trust the Southeast. There is fear of dominance. There is fear because they are clamoring for Biafra, that they could divide.
Is it the Southeast that are clamoring for separation? No. Arawa is doing it. Oduduwa is doing it. Even Middle Belt is doing it. Everybody. That's why Peterobi say, I will discuss with everybody. It's only when you don't do what you're supposed to do, people will clamor. Even in your kitchen, even in our home, people will clamor because Nigerian leaders has skewed power against some set of people. Look at what Buhari did. Look at all the atrocities of Buhari against this nation. The Northerners did not complain. Buhari, they allowed him to finish his 8 years. Now to the west. Now they are not calling.
So why is that unison not in the voice of those from that particular extraction? For example, if you hear the North calling out all the time, you can see the delegate. NSA was part of the delegate, National Security Advisor. With the insecurity bedeviling the nation, he was part of those to go supposedly pander and beg them and talk to them that, oh, we're doing well by you. And there already talks as a means of galvanizing ahead of 2027.
Barrister made mention
so why are we not seeing that kind of attention to others that have complained of those who have been disgruntled?
Let me tell you one of the Barrister made mention of it. You see, they have fed us with lies that the North are one. And because of the Fulanis have captured them, and they capture them with religion. So they intermarry and use religion to blindfold them. Now the middle belt is crying. The core Hausas are crying. Because when they will fold them that, we are one. But when the time comes, they know who they present. That's why Atiku is coming. Let them go and bring a core Hausa or a northern Hausa that is a Christian. They will not do it. So giving us this lie, and we believed in it. We have been boxed into believing in it. So when we believe it, it takes a man to have a bold courage to come out from fear and unknown. That's why when they share body, people will go. Look at what happened. Check the election. Okay, when Atiku contested with Jonathan at that particular time, Jonathan won him. When Buhari, upon all the things they said, contested with Obasanjo, what happened? Obasanjo won him. To tell you that they don't have what they said they have, but they have put fear in many of us because of lies. Something happened to me when I was very young. There was a lady, he senior me with 3 years. I have a brother. We are trying to, molest the lady by intimidating her. She was afraid of me and that of my brother. And when the stepmother came back and said, who are you afraid of? Is it Chima? Is it Tony? That you senior with 3 years? Come on, go and deal with him. This girl she just stood up as a lion. If you see what she did to me that day, she really dealt with me.
All right.
So Nigerians should wake up from the fear.
Barrister Darlington, you've been of the note that strategy needs to be applied. We already know your tone towards 2027 and Peterobi's participation ahead of 2027. Is it that a couple of persons or supporters do not understand political strategy in this part of the world, even if they are clamoring for change in sanitization of the system? You heard all that was reeled out by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, the crime and criminality, the corruption, the ostentatious display of corruption, even by the National Assembly members, especially towards the Senate President. So what would you say to this?
Obasanjo started this corruption he's shouting about. Before he came into power, there was nothing like constituency projects. He was the one that started it to induce and placate the National Assembly. So whatever he's accusing them of today, he started it for reasons based not on. You can see what he was practicing and supporting yesterday has come back to haunt him, and he's talking. So I would discountenance what he's saying because the third-term agenda finished him. Obasanjo had the opportunity to rewrite the history of this country, but he never did. He was pursuing personal ambition. Today now, it is haunting him. And look at what he's saying. That aside, Esther, in the whole of this world, even the Western world that started the democracy, if Donald Trump did not partner with Elon Musk, he wouldn't have won that election in America.
Are you sure?
I said if he did not, because Elon Musk had to alter his system to give Donald Trump votes. It's on record. Why was he brought on board? For that particular purpose. Meanwhile, Donald Trump had something in mind. Immediately he came into office. Did he not implement all he wanted to do? Tax adjustment and reform that almost killed Elon Musk's business. Is that not true? The man lost a lot of money and now they are falling apart. But Donald Trump have entered into government.
They're not really falling apart. They're still falling.
I said they have fallen apart because Elon Musk is counting his losses now and was asking himself, why did I even support this man? It's on record. When Hitler was becoming a behemoth, that he wanted to turn the whole world into his slave camp, the Allied forces came together to stop him from his madness. Esther, people lost life. 64 million lives lost because of Hitler's madness. And you know the Allied forces, America, UK, France, and the rest of them, they came together and said, look, we must stop this man. Then the Axis powers, Japan, Italy, and Germany, they were defeated. Esther, immediately after that defeat, Japan, Italy, and Germany were made to sign undertaking that they will never produce military hardware again. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Because it was the arrogance of their military prowess that made them to go into that war. They said they have the power to defeat the whole world, especially Hitler. And if the Allied forces did not come together, Hitler would have succeeded. He would have succeeded because of the way he was going. And after the war, go and check. You would have been hearing of Germany today as a world power, but do you hear them?
In other words, Barrister,
So what I'm
driving at?
Good. What I'm driving at is this is political strategy. Before now, the Southwest were always in opposition. Action group by Awolowo. They were never in the central government. Throughout all the effort Awolowo made, everything, he was not accepted at the center. All the effort he made. In fact, one of the reasons why he joined Gowon to fight the war, Gowon promised him that, look, if you help me to defeat these Biafran people, I will hand over to you as the prime minister. When the war is over. That was why Awolowo agreed. At the end of the day, what happened? They have used him, they dumped him. Awolowo had to angrily resign in 1971 after they have used him. What is it? Political strategy. How to get what you want. Are you getting it? Now, after the Awolowo thing and all that, Esther, there is no person in Nigeria that did more philanthropy than Abiola, especially to the north. It's on record. Abiola was so good to the north, giving them all whatever and whatever, just to warm himself into their heart. He has so many friends in the north who are military, especially Babangida. But at the end of the day, who annoyed an election that was won by Abiola? Was it not a Northerner, Babangida, under his watch? And when he was asked to please relax, so don't go further with this thing, what happened? He insisted. At the end of the day, Abiola's family lost Abiola, lost the wife. Esther, did anything happen? The people who told Abiola will go to war if you die, this and that, don't agree. What happened at the end of the Esther? Listen, now, a Tinubu that was beside watching what was going on. You know I don't like Tinubu, you know. He's not my fan. But, you see, he is streetwise. Tinubu is streetwise. I am saying it today.
Yeah, he understands the politics.
What are you telling me? From what he has been doing from the years he was in US and all that, you think he didn't learn anything from the streets? He learned a lot. So when this political whatever opened up, he now started plotting his graph. Esther, was it not a Tinubu who packaged ACN that turned into APC? And handed it over to Buhari? Because Tinubu know that he cannot defeat a PDP, as at the time he formed APC. That was why he did not even venture to contest against a PDP or Jonathan or Obasanjo and all that. Rather, he was micromanaging other people. He was pushing other people to go and contest. As they were contesting, he was testing the ground from Atiku to Rubadu, before eventually the opportunity came and he now feeded the Buhari. Are you getting what I'm saying? At that point, Tinubu would have used the political capital he had built to challenge a Jonathan. But he knew it would not fly. He wanted to placate, and in fact, he wanted to warm his heart into the heart of the Northerners. The way he packaged Buhari, the way he did everything. At a point, in fact, after the election, Buhari's wife Aisha had to tell the whole world that it was Tinubu that made the husband to become the president. True or false? Are you telling me that with all the things that Tinubu did, spent his own money, everything, to bring barrier, the North will forget? That was why they gave him that ticket.
So in other words,
it was the North. Hold, I'm coming so that we understand where we are going. Esther, we fought a war. I told you what happened when you are defeated in a war. That is why Germany cannot produce any military hardware. Today, this was a world power before the war, the Second World War. It's on record. Germany was a world power. But because he was defeated in that war, he lost that opportunity. Everywhere in the world. When you lose a war, it will take time for you to come back. For people to understand and accept you.
Are you saying that the current political structure
yes, has
been put in such a way?
Exactly. The North have never accepted the Igbo man since after the war.
Is it just the North?
No, hold on. They are the main culprit here in hating the Igbos. If not for the doctrine of necessity, Jonathan wouldn't have become president of this country. That is certain. It was doctrine of necessity that brought him to power. The same thing happened with Obasanjo. If the Morata did not die, he wouldn't have come on board. You can see now. Abiola, who was supposed to be, they killed him for whatever reasons. You can see. Who are doing all this? Is it not the North? Did you challenge them? These people that are talking now, usually the North exerting their power over the years. You have not said anything. You have not come together here and said, look, oh, the North, you have. It is insecurity now. Look at how they are pampering them. Esther, look at how the North have caused so much havoc in this country with their bandits and whatever. Esther, have anybody challenged them? No, tell me. Have anybody asked the North, why are you breeding terrorists in this country? Were you not here when Buhari did all he did? I am talking of those who are talking. This one will happen. This one. Nothing will happen. As long as the North are taking it, you can't do anything. That's the fact. All the people telling me I am the market. No, I am facing reality here. This thing that I told you now, look at what is going on in Nigeria today, insecurity. Have anybody challenged the North and say, it is your children that is causing this problem? If you don't rent them in, we are going to retaliate. Even when they come to your house and beat you, rape your wife, what do you do, Esther? Have they done anything? The people that are talking, papa. At least show one example that you are resisting this thing. Our son is in detention today because he raised opposition. Nnamdi Kanu. Esther, has anybody released him?
Let's not go there.
So
there were quite a lot of statements on utterances.
Hold on, listen, please, Esther, don't tell me that.
And there are a couple of people who think that it is those rhetorics that cause what is going on in the Southeast.
Esther, please, don't go there, please, don't go there. The people that are killing people in the North, hold on, no. The people that are killing people, sacking an entire village, making Nigeria economy to go down, Esther, are they doing better than Nnamdi Kanu, who just uttered a word? Tell me that place that Nnamdi Kanu carried that up to go and wipe out villages in the North or anywhere in Nigeria, that you are telling me he said something. The North have told you that yes, they have leverage. Until you gradually remove that leverage, my dear, don't think that you are wiser than God. It is a collective effort. Esther, it is a collective effort until a time will come when we will not challenge the North.
So, but why do you think that the political strategy is to pander with the North? When you obviously, like you have revealed that now, is to pander with the North to get any form of relevance in the political space.
Oh, Esther, Tinubu is in power today.
Yes.
Why did he dispatch his henchmen to go and placate the North today?
Do you think that's why insecurity is not being fought with so much dexterity because there is fear?
Let him challenge. Even his own wife was threatened by a northern sheikh. What did he do? Esther, a northern cleric challenged Tinubu's wife that they should kill her. Did the Tinubu utter a word? Because it's not about talking, it's a practical reality. Face it before you start talking. Face it. Tinubu knew all this. He kept quiet. He was just managing until he finished his time and go away. So if you now come, will you not use wisdom
Okay.
To get over these
so
people.
What's your prognosis? I know your prognosis about Peterobi.
Yes,
but it has always felt like you were always coming from the angle of it is a
I am
hold
on. I am facing reality here.
Okay.
With the way things are now, I have said it, and that nobody have even contradicted me. Where will Peterobi go to now and get victory? Because there is no independent candidate. There is none.
But you just had Elrufai's son now say what he said.
Please, who is Elrufai's son? Please, who is Elrufai's son, for God's sake? Where was he when his father was ostracized from SDP? Why didn't he talk to them? I mean, ostracized. Do you know what to ban somebody for 30 years?
But another faction has come out to say that it's not from them. That
really?
Like that.
So who will you not believe? What I'm saying in essence is that PDP is a no-go area. I thank God many people are coming to terms with what I was saying all along. And the Labour Party, So anybody telling Peterobi leave ADC, leave ADC.
But some Northerners have come out to say that a large chunk of the North actually want him. They've been talking about the fact that he has empathy, he understands the plight of the people compared to the other political elites who are apathetic to the needs of the people. So are you saying that is not enough in establishing presence?
Hold on. Obedient movement put up a form on the internet, on social media, and ask them to register. I was thinking that by now 20 million people would have registered under obedient movement, so that Peterobi will when he look back and see this number, say yes, people are with me, even though APC may infiltrate that registration. But at least, what are the figures we are seeing today? Esther, where are the full soldiers of Peterobi in the southeast? I am asking that question. Tell me, where are they? People that will challenge, people that will counter, people that will rise up anytime he's threatening another. Nobody. Esther, nobody. Are you telling me that it is in 2027 that all these people will not rise up and be talking? Because as now, Giri Wugweze, that is the people that are behind the king.
So why is that formation not there?
I am coming. It is the people that are behind the king that is the power of the king. True or false? Now ask me, the average Igbo man, he has a way of doing things. You can't change it. It is his nature. Esther, it is his nature. And people are exploiting this thing. Instead of you to not devise a means to counter these people and tell them that you are wiser, you are not playing into their hand. In every respect way, in every way, in every irresponsible way, because that's how I put it. You don't talk and talk. You are pushing people. Tell him where you are pushing him to, that we get victory. You don't tell him leave to where? Where will he go to?
Okay, so Barrister, you want him to pander to the Northerners?
Don't use that word. Don't use that word.
Okay, what word can I use?
Don't use that word,
it's not
please.
for him to pander to like the president is doing.
Listen very well. Obasanjo knelt down. Knelt down and beg this Atiku. You people are lambasting today. He knelt down to beg Atiku to allow him go for second term. It's on record. Why didn't Obasanjo say, I am your senior, I am a military man. If you don't agree, heaven will fall. Is it not on record? You can see how the people that got into government in the southwest here, how they did it. Esther, you saw how they did it. And I'm saying, let us apply something resembling that wisdom to get what you want. But people say, no, you must not do this. Look, horse trading is not weakness.
Barrister, you just said now that the North loves power.
Of course.
And you're very certain that by 2031, if at all Peterobi agrees to whatever it is you're permutating, that they would support him in 2031.
I am telling you, if they did it with Tinubu, they would do it to any other person. As long as you love them.
Do you think the North is still monolithic like they used to be, that they only adhere to what their leaders tell them?
They did it with you are watching it now. They did it with Tinubu. Why do you think they allowed Tinubu to come on board? Is it not? They even made a meeting. Look, I don't want to mention them. They made a meeting where it was decided that we support Tinubu. It was a closed door meeting, and the day Buhari voted, Esther, go and watch that film. He showed his voters card that he voted the ballot paper. Sorry, that he voted APC. Esther, that action alone told the North where to go. That action, you see this 12 states, all of them gathered. It was manipulated. Never in the history of any election with 3 candidates equal in states. It never happened. They did it so that the suspicion will not be there.
Mr.
It was teleguided.
You have a contradiction to what Barrister Darlington is saying. He's talking about the strategic angle to this thing. I want us to settle this whole thing, okay? He's coming from a strategic angle. I had a call yesterday on the show. Somebody said that one of the reasons, said he was speaking with his Hausa friend, and the Hausa friend told him that what they think is that the North feels that Peterobi, if he ascends to that position, may divide the country, possibly because of the clamor for Biafra. But, a couple of people said, no, that's not the truth. He disputed that they believe he's more into nationalism. He feels it is this ethnic rivalry and division in our polity that is causing the economic downturn, and he's going to try to merge it. Barrister Darlington is saying that he needs to be strategic and drop his pride, and that the obedience need to also be strategic rather than sentimental, that because that's the only way this can work. The fact that you're mostly loved by the people, but that the Northern Elder still has a huge influence on their people, on their followers. But you have a different opinion. What is that? Why?
I disagree with what Barrister is saying.
Okay.
And also I want to also disagree with what Barrister said about Obasanjo.
Okay.
Yeah. Obasanjo, as I said, is a human being. That constituency allowance has a purpose.
Okay.
And when Obasanjo was there, that was the time you will see some senators or House rep members can build something look like project with the constituency allowance they gave to them. And Obasanjo, as a leader, have tried for this country. If most of us know we are aware of what is happening now, we have supported Obasanjo for that 3rd term, because Obasanjo made good for this country, whether you believe it or not. Yes, Obasanjo is a human being, but among all the leaders, that's Obasanjo. So Obasanjo did his best. Remember that it was during Obasanjo that you can talk about all these institutions that are working, that worked, like EFCC, like NAFDAC. And it was during Obasanjo that our debt was cancelled, because Obasanjo assembled people that knows this. So anybody that trying to discredit Obasanjo, yes, he's a human being. A human being will make mistake. Obasanjo did his best. Now, coming to strategy in life, when you are doing anything, strategy is very, very good in life. But remember, I say something. One of the problems we have on earth is when you have fear in you. That's why if you read the scripture, when God wants to talk to you, you will say, fear not. And if you are being gripped with fear, your own is finished. Now, he talked about strategy. This was one of the things, the lies they peddled 2003 election, that these people cannot do anything. People like Elrufai, them, all of them, 2023 election, they were saying that Obi cannot go anywhere. And it was the same article. Let me go a little bit history. He was saying that partner with these people, they will support any other person from the Southeast 2030. That thing is a lie from the pit of hell. They will not. They have shown it. You can only partner a person that you know that have the truth in him, that can keep to agreement. Can we start from Shagari and the Lesekweme? We know what happened. Can we start when they form PDP? We know what happened. Can we start from any of the agreement gone to the north? They will not do it. And secondly, we are talking about winning election. These are the fears in politics. There are many ways of winning your opponent. 1, put fears into him. 2, create lies so that people will believe on that lie. And when you create this thing, and when you have the media, most of the people that are very close to the media, they will listen to them. Now, if we are talking about the North coming back to power after 8 years of misrule of Buhari, and you are talking about them to come so that Obi will partner with Atiku, so that the North will win it. They have now been telling us that yes, Nigeria belongs to them. Instead of Obi to partner with Atiku, Tinubu should go ahead and win, and we will support Tinubu because where is justice? Where is equity? Where is it? This is what Obono clamored. It was the same Atiku that spoke PDP that gave Wike the lever to destroy PDP as it is now. So, if we have free and fair election, Obi will win this election, hands down. We have seen it. The problem we have, let me tell you, go and mark this in. If we don't reform INEC, if nothing happen with INEC, everybody, ADC, UDC, PDP are coming.
How would the reform take
place?
Yes,
the reform will come when you and I, not only talking here, we will march to the National Assembly, we march to INEC and demand what we want, because sovereignty belongs to the people.
Have you seen other matches that have been done on the
No, because Nigerians, we are too afraid. We are too afraid.
You want people
Most
to
of the
die. What happened
when Jonathan was there, there was a march by every regions. They came out and they marched. Now, if we can do that,
do you know why Jonathan's own was successful?
Why is it successful?
You had a lot of persons in the polity who were seriously disgruntled, top people who were close.
When Obasanjo was there,
in Tinubu's administration, the entire National Assembly he's in charge of, he's in control, like literally, like a vice. How do you expect these people to do anything against him? And how do you think a match will work if the security, the judiciary, the formations, the National Assembly, everybody, everyone is on his side? Don't you think that will be truncated? Let me give you an example. When got to Lakmabio, the situation with Natasha, you had a group supporting Natasha, protesting on him. Another counter group sponsored by Akpabio supporting. When you have a divided set of people, how do you think any form of protest is going to hold sway?
For you to liberate yourself, for you to make headways, for you to make sure that things go well, the force of power and force of light will ever clash. That is a natural phenomenon. And how many people came out to support Natasha? A set of people, very few. Because it doesn't matter. It's not from me. It's not from. We are very few. Nigerians, we are too docile. That is the issue. If I tell you how many people that called me, Tony Mbata, you are talking this, because people.
Nigerians are too docile.
Yes.
Many of us. A lot of Nigerians have died, and they have died, and
go and check. Even America, people will die in order to make sure there is a change. Nelson Mandela was in a prison for how many years for his people to be liberated? So when you are talking about liberation,
the same poor people who are suffering are the ones that would
if the poor refuse to do something. Remember what happened in the Bible when the people of Israel was also being marginalized and they were afraid. The two lepers said, if we stay here, we will die. It's better we go there and die. And when they went to that place, what happened? Something changed. If the poor refuse, if we are still afraid, you are comfortable being a poor man, facing all these things, we'll keep being poor. The rich will be being rich. So it's better for us when we call it like the taxi driver, the motor park driver, the Okada people, everybody will come out and say no. But because it will not happen. It will not happen, and everybody is afraid to die. I am afraid to die, and they will keep doing what they are doing. How many are they? They are very few, but because they know that when they say even the police officer they will send. Something happened 2000.
Tony, you made a statement. You said that instead of Peterobi to be strategic and partnering with former Vice President Escobar, let Tinubu continue. But you are complaining that the administration of the president is isolated in certain regions. There's no true federal character representation. There is poverty, insecurity, but you don't mind so long as there will be no Peterobi. So long as he doesn't become a vice to Atiku, then let Tinubu continue, and then you want that train to continue?
Yes.
Just because of
let me buttress my point.
All right, okay.
Now, Buhari, we have a gentleman agreement.
They had a gentleman agreement. You weren't considered.
When you say we are all Nigerians. No. If you talk about justice,
we were not considered when that gentleman agreement was.
What is the gentleman agreement?
The gentleman agreement was for themselves.
For themselves.
Just say.
They have a gentleman agreement.
Okay.
And that gentleman agreement is that these people will rule and these people will rule. At least it will make things work. Now you have allowed these people, and when Buhari was ruling, nobody from the north challenge what he was doing. Even this appointment he was doing, everybody was happy with him. Now it has come to us, and if you look at it, when it came to us, who are the people that are supposed to go? It's the southeast. But they did what they did. A Yoruba man came out because they supported him. Now it's here that when we finish that, either a Yoruba man or Igbo man, the North should keep quiet. What they know, anybody that loves this country should find out who will do better. Because I know that within the West and South and East, we have credible people. Now we have sent somebody, they have sent somebody, and this person is not performing well. It is the duty of everybody to say, this man is not doing well. Not for the not to say, Elrufai was saying, it's not a question of who is there, let us change. Did you say it? No. When Buhari was there? No. Now allow us to finish. And if you know that this man is not doing well, who is that person that can do it well? Let us support him. But for you to say a northerner to come and take it, they are making a point to tell you that that's why they have put fear in us, that the North will sit down and determine what will happen in Nigerian politics, and it happened. They have the number. Those things are story. They are not true. Because we don't have an institution called INEC that can allow the election of the people to go, to count. Somebody will tell you that they will transmit result. And in the morning, look, remember that Amazon came in and said there was no glitch. There was no glitch. So the North should wait.
Amazon came in and
there was no glitch in that thing. Mahmoud said there was glitch. There was no glitch. They did it. They purposely did it.
They switched it off.
Yes. So let them not wait. And if they not say no, Buhari Atiku must surely come. Obi should be his deputy. They want to use the popularity of Obi to make sure that Atiku win, to pass a back that yes, the Northerners will determine. To tell you that the Northerners will not determine this election. That's why I said, instead of the North to determine it, let Tinubu continue to tell them. Obasanjo did it. When they were clamoring, Obasanjo still won the election. Jonathan won second time before, and Obasanjo won Jonathan because Jonathan refused to keep agreement. Jonathan, you completed the Yaradua tenure, and we know what happened. When you went for that 4 years, you're supposed to step down for these people to complete their tenure. You said no. That's why you saw Buhari and coming out, and people supported it. We need to. Where is justice? Where is equity? So they're not. Tinubu should continue instead of Atiku. And I promise you, I will campaign for him. Let us continue suffering. If we want suffering, now they are crying. Go and check appointment. They have it. Must they not determine what will happen in this country? No. Who are they not? The middle belt are not with them.
Hold on, Esther. You know that the chairman of APC is from the middle belt now.
Yes, and the same as David Mark in the ADC.
Good, and he's a Christian. Is that not strategic?
The same as the APC's new chairman.
Is that not strategic? Esther, is it not when Obi enter government that he will implement his ideas? He will bring that change that everybody is looking for.
But people feel that as a vice, you literally don't even have.
Hold on, you are not getting me. Hold on. If Obi become a vice, please, did he lose anything? Is it in all cases that a vice is unimportant? Under Jonathan, Okonjo-Iweala was literally running the government, true or false, even as a minister, not a vice. With what Obi have, or with what he has as a technocrat, are you telling me that an article will sideline him when they come into government? Tell me, is it possible? You know it's not possible. You know, because they are coming on a rescue mission. All this permutation does not add up. Don't you, look, what happened yesterday will not happen today because the world is moving on. Many years ago, all the technology you are seeing today, did you ever thought of it? And it is still going on. The world is changing.
All right.
Are you getting it?
All right.
Now, let me tell you finally. If an Obi, let's assume because of whatever reason, become the vice for Atiku, what did he lose? Tell me. What did he lose? Did he lose anything?
For someone that polled more than 6 million votes.
Oh my God! Leave that then. That was then. Now we didn't get the same. We didn't get the same vote now.
Can I ask him a question?
Go ahead.
Obi, is he going into politics or power for his own selfish aggrandizement or for the good of the Nigerians?
Look at what.
No, because you're asking what did Obi lose?
Good, because you are talking as if Obi did not get the presidency, he should leave ADC. And I ask you again, what is the guarantee that Obi will even do all these things you are doing if he does not have the support of the North and every other region?
Who are the North that Obi is looking for? The North are supporting Obi. If these slides they are pending, they are telling us.
They are supporting Tinubu now.
You will see what
the same people.
That's the same thing that happened in 2020. You saw it. You saw it. That's the same people that said Obi cannot make a headway. What happened?
The same people that supported the Tinubu job yesterday.
But you know the
hold on, I'm coming. Esther,
I know. It's divided.
Highly divided. Do you agree it was Southwestern that packaged in 2023?
I am coming.
2023.
Not only them. Nigerians across the board.
Esther.
Not only Southeast.
The same people that supported Tinubu yesterday are the ones now that are kicking against him and his G3. He had to send emissaries to go and placate them. Did they send any emissaries in the Southeast to go and placate Southeasterners? No, tell me. Did they send any emissary? The same people, they are making things hot for Tinubu now and his G3. And you are telling me that if they do not support Anobi, he will have an easy ride to the to State House.
All right, but we need to take calls. It's 822 08036929933 08036929933. Hello, good evening. You have a minute, okay? Hello, how are you?
Oh, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
In fact, I'm good. In fact, it's so wonderful tonight. I greet. I don't know the name of this. The new. To me, maybe it's not new. The new analyst.
He's not new.
You know that? Really? What's his name? I greet you, sir.
Tony
and I greet
thank you.
Barrister too, because he's always consistent. Do I refer to him as the special or the media aid of article? See, let's be sincere. If you ask me a question, what we have been saying simply is that because the way some people are advocating and placing article or all this other, I see. This man has dissected everything. The other man there. You know, if you have a law for this country, you understand? You should look for the best. We are not being it's not a matter of ethnicity. My name is Shola. I'm calling from Ebeda.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
So, and they are made without Yorubas, Obi wouldn't have even won Lagos. You understand? Nigerians want a change, and that is why Nigerians are advocating for the next best person. Articles antecedent. Atiku is not a nationalist. Atiku would not be different from Tinubu. I am telling you, Atiku, when Deborah died, I'm using that one as a typical example. When Deborah died, because of religious sentiments, Atiku had already commiserated. He withdrew. Is that the person you want to place Nigeria into your hands? Because you want just anybody apart from Tinubu. So let us, if we have to fight to be finished, we should do away with all this fear. If you want things to get well, if I perish, I perish. Like the other analysts have said, Nigerians are not ready to die. And if you are not ready to face it once and for all, let us continue. You understand? If you give it to another person that is not coming, you understand? It's another cycle of hardship and of suffering. That's what we are saying. What is what doing is what doing well.
Good.
If not, let's continue.
Okay.
All right.
Let's continue.
08036929933. That's the number. 08036929933. That is the person that spoke.
Hello. Is a Southwestern Abi?
Hello.
Look at what they are doing to us here.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Is a Southwestern Abi?
Evangelist Israel from Idimo.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to help your two guests. Barrister Valentine, I greet you.
Well done.
But I greet you.
Thank you, brother.
Listen, remember there is God that wants to help the people. There is a God that found a man to help the people. Satan has been dominating Nigeria. If God is sent Obi, if you believe in Obi, you and God will live. Life is in the hand of God. If God wants to help you, you have to be brave. Why do you fear the Lord? God can bring trouble into them. Obi is the only person Nigeria wants today. Let Obi stand alone as a child of God. Because God wants to help Nigeria. Atiku should go to sleep. And if you do not win this one, I tell you 3 years, Atiku will go down because anger of God will be on him.
Oh God, no, don't.
God is talking to Nigerians through Obi. It is not a man of evil. He wants to help Nigerians. Remember the war started in heaven. God and Satan is fighting. And the answers are from Satan. Look at what Tinubu is doing to Nigeria. God is trying.
Cut him off now.
Only of you can help Nigeria. May God bless you.
No.
All right.
Please.
What?
He said not from Satan. What
Did he say nothing from Satan? I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that too.
What is he saying? What?
I didn't hear that.
Replay. What did he say about not?
I didn't hear that.
Hold on, Esther, please. You see what I'm saying? I have gave examples, and I'm giving you based on what is happening now. Why is it that the Southwest that are telling us North is nothing, they cannot, are you afraid of them? Why are they not fighting them now accordingly? Please, I told you what happened here. They are not afraid of them.
There is no. Please, this is a national radio. Do not call and insult any ethnicity. I didn't hear him say what Barrister Darlington is referring to right now. So if that was the case, I would have caught him out. Please do not insult anybody. And I don't know if God plays any role in politics.
No, they are attributed to God.
The political gladiators, I don't even think they are Christians.
Esther, who are the people that removed Jonathan from office with all his good governance? Right. Jonathan, okay. Who removed him?
Listen to this. Hold on, please. I guess.
Governor,
okay.
When you people conspired to block me when I wanted to come to fight Peterobi as governor, overnight I was delegated to go and fight him. They now conspired and say Ajero should not come. He was among them. Yes, I was in Owerri, ready to move into Anambra. We were having issue with Peterobi, and they say, it's Ajero that will go and give him hit. Magic and others came to Owerri that night and met with Oma and others. And they now say, no, Ajero, go to another place. So since that time, that's how I started knowing who Magic is. So I was the first victim. Magic.
So that was Joe Ajero actually confirming that he was at one point asked to go attack and possibly destabilize somehow the former Anambra state governor. So again, I don't want us to align with the whole, it's only a certain particular set of persons that are, even those whom you think are on your side will definitely berate you. 08036929933, that's the number to call. Hello, good evening, how are you? Turn down the volume of your radio, please. Hello?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you. Please, my greetings to your guest there.
All right, what's your name, please?
Okay, I'm Gostan calling from Ilasamaja.
All right, Gostan, please go ahead.
Please, some people, there's something Nigerians don't understand. People are saying Peter Obi should go, Peter Obi should do, Peter Obi should stand alone, Peter Obi should. The same thing they were saying when Buhari came. The same thing they were saying in the time of Jonathan. And Buhari came, did all he did to us, and left. Now, that's the same thing they were saying. Peter Obi 2023. Now, Tinubu has entered. He has done the same thing Buhari did to us. And there's not about it. The same God you are calling was the same God we were calling them. The same shouting you are shouting now was the same shouting we were shouting them. The same complaining, everything. Let us stop this sense of God, help. We need strategy to change this country. If you see the level of corruption that's in this country, they will stop that their God and religion stuff. We need strategy to make change in this country. The only thing that will be done, a sensible citizen will understand, is that you have to understand that Peter Obi needs to pay with us. That is what sensible citizen will do. Not shouting God, there is God, Jesus wants it, Jesus wants that. All those things are trash. Is that not the same thing we were saying the other year? Please let us come to our senses and leave this religious of a thing. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. What's your name?
Esther. How are you doing?
Fine. Welcome.
God bless you. This is Mr. Wafo from Ajawa State.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Hearing men there, my brother said, but this issue, if we continue to remembering the past, we will continue to fall into ditch as we are falling. So, I think what we needed in this country, I don't know, the problem we're having is that I don't know whether we still have elders in this country that can come up together and speak, call all these people in order and speak to them. Then actually, when we say that power shifting is not constitutional, that is, you have been working. PDP have done it. APC have done it, enter the second one.
And we say power shifting from north to south is not for a constitution. Now, APC are ruled 8 years by Buhari. Now it's the turn of South. Now, instead of them, why not call Atiku in order? They will say it's only Atiku have the power. If we call him in order, what we do to them if they support Obi? They say Tinubu is not doing well. Now, another person is credible that every Nigerian are clamoring for have come out from the same South. Why not them support him?
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Fine, good. How are you? My family.
Welcome, Mr. Sam. Please, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from America.
All right, please go ahead.
From Texas.
All right, welcome. Please go ahead.
Okay, what's your program?
Hello, Mr. Sam.
What's my program?
Yeah, I mean, what's the topic you are discussing today?
Wow, you've not joined us. Okay, Mr. Sam, you've not been paying attention. Okay, 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Turn down the volume of your radio. Turn it off.
Okay, I've gone out of the area.
All right, welcome. What's your name, please?
Okay, my name is Bernard Agbo, and I'm calling from Bariga.
All right, Mr. Bernard, please go ahead.
Okay, when they are talking about this power shift of 18, the question that I want to ask, especially the last caller who just made a call, is that when the power now is shifting to the south, which part of the southern Nigeria today? Because I'm from the middle belt, by geopolitical locations, they have excluded us from the power shift. The same thing has been done to Igbo people. So now, which part of the southern Nigeria, as when they say power shift, is between north and south, but it is between northwest and southwest? Is that an equity location of presidency? Is that the kind of power shift we want in this country? I think if other people want that, for me, I do not look at that as equity. Thank you.
All right. Okay, 08036929933. That's the number to call. The WhatsApp number to send your messages to is 0817175638. Hello, welcome. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome. What's your name, please?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Boyerson, and I am calling from Afromedia.
Afromedia, Mr. Boyerson, welcome. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I greet your guest analyst.
All right.
Please, I want to use this opportunity to beg Barrister Darlington to carry a while. We should just take it easy. Even though I like his comments, but at times I disagree with him.
Okay.
Why does he continue? He continues mentioning Obi should step down and be advised to Atiku. But why can't always he says that? I've been listening to him. Why himself? Why can't he even advise Atiku to even come down for a while and allow somebody from the other side who have not tasted power all this while? Why can't you advise him to step down?
What
and I'm beginning to ask. Mr. Darlington, sorry, sir. I hope you are not paid for this job that you're doing. I am only asking you.
He's being strategic.
Otherwise, you've been consistent. You've been consistent asking you to step down.
What was my reasons?
For Atiku.
What was my reasons?
Why not the other way around? I want to hear from you. Thank you very much.
The pendulum have changed. If Ojukwu got this advice, we wouldn't have lost that war and would not be where we are today.
We're going to do some mixes. Let me read some messages. Atiku will never let go of the presidential ticket of ADC to be. The PDP and Labour Party is controlled by the APC. With this reality, where does the obedient want Peter Gregory Obi to go to? Barrister Darlington has provided the best alternative for Obi to deputize, but the obedience went all over him. For me, I totally agree with Barrister Darlington, but if you don't agree with the barrister, let us know your take. To me, the obedience are the main problem of Obi, not even Arabambi or Akpakpa or Aburi. If Obi deputizes Atiku, even election rigging cannot stop their victory, and after Atiku's tenure, he will support Obi to Asorok. That is why Tinubu is called a strategist. He can humble himself to become president, but Obi is being misled by obedience. John Mark, innocent.
Thank you,
all right. VOP station is jamming with another radio station. I'm listening from Alapare K2. Well, I thought they have fixed this. Well, I hope the engineers are listening. I hope they're listening. Okay, Esther, please allow my call enter today. Madam Peace from Mushin. Good evening. Madam Peace, have you called? Hey, you never call. Oh, I don't see your call. Oh. Good evening, Esther, Barrister Darlington, Mr. Mbata. I thought all the spokespersons of APC claimed that they were not bothered or afraid of those coming together to use ADC party to unseat them. But why is it that they are using every possible means to ensure that ADC party doesn't exist by paying people like Dumebi Kachukwu and the one that just came out claiming that he was a vice chairman and so should be the rightful person to be declared the chairman of the ADC for now? Both him and Kachukwu will be disgraced if the court will judge sincerely. So APC, if you're not afraid, why not focus on governance instead of fighting other parties? Tony from Okota. Good evening, Esther, and the guests in the studio. Esther, everyone, anyone, or group of people telling you that Tinubu's administration is doing well is only deceiving themselves, but deceiving his or her entire family, not Nigerians. A man that called the president drug baron is from the north, not from the southeast, where every Dick and Harry displays their strength because they know that we from the east have nobody to fight for us because our so-called rulers have been bought over. This Tinubu's administration is full of corruption in the highest order, so much impunity, no rule of law anymore. The only thing that this regime knows how to do better is to attack people like a bulldog. Anything short of Peterobi's nomination as president, he should forget it for the north and southwest to slug it out. Anything that will make Tinubu and his followers to come back in 2027, we must not allow it. Mayor from Ikotoigwe. Wow. Esther, good evening. I greet your guests. My name is Gabriel from Ikorodu. Nigeria as a nation is being suffocated by public office holders, government officials, House of Senate and House of Rep members. They use the nation's wealth to settle themselves, their family members and their friends. There was one official who diverted billions meant for pension. No one knows the end of that matter till now. Corruption in every sector. President, governors sit and watch all this take its toll on the nation because all of them are partners in adventure. Every Nigerian is supposed to be weeping for Nigeria. These are reasons why we're yearning for the services of Peterobi. A dirty container cannot make clean the content. Only Peterobi has a moral justification to deal with corruption. I sent you a video clip where Wike confessed that Peterobi won 2023 election but was rigged out. For those who said he can't win, should watch that clip. I think what we should be doing now is to unite against rigging, voters intimidation, and all kinds of electoral malpractices. All right. Barrister Darlington has resorted to scare tactics just to sell Atiku. This and that will happen if Obi contests, but not that of Atiku. Darlington should be Atiku's vice, not from Afro Media. Good evening, our dear presenter and honorable guest, Dr. Barrister Darlington and the other guests. My name is Taiwo Olabode from EAC in Ota. Thanks for the great job you're doing over there. If our analysts are analyzing issues, it looks as if we are taking it personal, but no, they're only opening our eyes to the state of the nation. If heaven will fall, it's not on a particular tribe, it will fall on everybody. Peter Obi, it truly will want Obi in power in 2027. Let him work with Atiku for now. If Obi or Atiku contest separately, Tinubu will defeat them and ask them to go to court. For now, we need a strong opposition to face APC because we don't have any working institution, and our politicians should do the needful so that starvation and killing of innocent citizens will stop. All right. Good evening, Esther, and your wonderful guest. The comment by Elrufai's son is a clear indication that his father is much interested in deputizing Mr. Peterobi, a man he criticized so much. But that is Nigerian politicians for you, and I doubt if they will ever make heaven. Peter Ibuniku from Oshodi. Bonsoir, Esther Wachiku, Barrister Darlington, and Tony Mbata. I'm Engineer Oje Carlo from Benin Republic. Please, my lovely sister, Esther Wachiku, why Barrister Darlington is confusing Peter Obi supporters? Why not allow Obi to contest? If he fails, he fails. But advising Obi to be a vice president cannot happen because Igbos are not stupid people unless Northerners and Yorubas are owners of Nigeria. Barrister Darlington, you're not straightforward. If it's when Obi is advised to Atiku before you'll be happy. I'm sorry for those Nigerians who believe this aspect. Atiku wants to use Obi to shine. I will advise Peter Obi to forget anything politics and face his business, since Nigerians want division and don't want to be liberated. Although both North and Yoruba signed, Igbos cannot be president of both Yorubas and the North signed that Igbos cannot be president. Tony Batame, God bless you for your good work and good talk. Free prophet. Okay. All right, good evening, Sister Esther. Politically, Nigerians are tired of the chop-by-chop type of government Nigeria is known for over the years. Now, Nigerians want a new Nigeria. For there to be a new Nigeria, the electoral process must be pure and acceptable to the electorate. To this effect, the INEC has to be patriotic in their duties. More importantly, the judiciary must be trustworthy and reliable. Judiciary should remember that it is the last hope of the masses. Above all, let's learn as Nigerians that there is life hereafter. Mankind must give account of its deeds while here on earth. Beware, God's wrath is unbearable. Agege from Agege. Hello. I've always told you to turn off your radio. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Welcome. How are you?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, please?
My name is Jeff Okuchuku.
Jeff Okuchuku, calling from where, please?
From Surrey.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yes, I've been listening to this thing. Barrister is talking sense. So Barrister is talking sense. When he said that, some of these people that are supporting Tinubu and this thing, some of these are speaking in favor of Tinubu. Some of them are in favor of rights. They don't want this Peterobi to do this thing. And another thing again is this. When we look at the game that are playing in this politics, Nigerian politics, it is more likely that if Peterobi did not align with Atiku, I don't think he will go far. Because we know that North has everything that it takes to be president of this country. He has to work with Atiku before he can get all these things. So listen to Barrister Darlington. He's talking sense.
All right.
The North don't have everything to be president. You must win all the geopolitical zones that are percentage. So don't say that.
All right. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. Welcome. What's your name?
Did the Tinubu win all
Hello.
of them?
How are you?
Esther.
Good evening, sir.
Esther, good evening.
Welcome, sir. I can hear you, sir. Welcome. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Mr. Madi, calling from Ejibu.
All right, Mr. Madi, please go ahead.
You see, I totally support Mr. Tony Mbata
Okay.
from his analysis. I don't know whether Darlington is naive in his analysis he's giving. Because what Tinubu and the APC is coming to do for it, why they know that Obi is too much in ground there. Even in the north now, Obi is entering there seriously. People are supporting him here and there. How can you put side by side Obi and Atiku and you ask Obi to vice Atiku? For what? For which area that Obi will vice for Atiku now? As Nigeria stands now. And the antecedent of Atiku and Obi own. How can you compare them? And you are supporting Atiku to Obi to vice Atiku. It's not done now. Look around now. Look what people are saying. Look what things are going on now.
All right.
You want Atiku to Obi to avert Atiku. Mr. Adalite, please. I support Mbata instead of Obi to vice Atiku. Let Tinubu continue. Let's see the head.
All right. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome, sir. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Oga, calling from Lagos.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Very pleased to get your program.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, we all be talking about so many things, but what is happening in the National Assembly, nobody's even talking about the corruption that is going on there.
The endemic corruption is bad.
It's enormous. But let me just cut everything short. What Mr. Dality is talking is nonsense.
I thought you will talk about National Assembly now. Talk about National Assembly.
Let him finish.
No, I just told you about what I heard about the corruption there.
Yeah.
But I'm talking of Peterobi and Atiku. One, Peterobi can never deputize Atiku.
Okay.
All that Mr. Darlington has been saying, or Pastor Darlington, I don't think, well, like you said already, he has been dollarized. And people like us are feeling so.
I asked him if he has been dollarized, though. I didn't say he has been
dollarized because he has been sharpening Atiku all the while. Okay, come to think of it. A Fulani man left 8 years ago. And he starts saying that the Fulani man should come in again. And we are all seeing what the Fulanis are doing to Nigeria. If we allow Peterobi to come in, okay, we've gotten somebody from the southwest. We've gotten somebody from the north. Let us, all of us, support somebody from the east. I'm a Yoruba man to the core. But let us, all of us, support somebody from the east. And let him get there and let us see the difference. Mr. Gality, please, I beg you in the name of God. If you don't have anything to say, quit the station. Don't be saying what you are saying. You are annoying us.
Okay, thank you.
What you are saying.
Esther, the man that is talking is a Yoruba man. His brother is there now.
Hello, good evening. Which one is the Yoruba man?
Did you hear what he said?
He just told you that he's from the south. He's supporting Peterobi. Yes.
I said, let him face the problem now.
Which why are you referring to the fact that he's a Yoruba man?
You didn't hear what he said. He mentioned that he's a Yoruba man.
Yeah, he had to say
that. I am telling man an Igbo man too. What are you saying, Esther? What are you saying?
Okay, hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Why did you mention he's a Yoruba man?
Hello, good evening. Barrister, we are not fighting.
Please, I don't like that.
We are not fighting.
Why should you tell me he's a Yoruba man?
He's his brother doing well. Regardless of his
if an Igbo man is doing what Tinubu is doing today, we then support him.
Hello, sir. Mr. Ogun, go ahead. Go ahead, sir, please. Sorry. Mabinu.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah. Please, my name is Ugo from Ajugulo.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Please, hello, can you hear me?
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you well.
Good. Good. Mr. Darlington here, I want to beg you for something because it will hurt me. It hurts me so much whenever I see where they are disgracing somebody that I like so much. Mr. Darlington, whenever you need to calm down on this article issue. You need to, I beg you, Daddy, you need to calm down. I don't know how you want to do it, but you need to calm down on this article issue because it is looking like something else, and I don't like it.
Okay.
Please, you have to calm down on this article issue. You have to really calm down.
Okay.
Look at since when you've been on this station, nobody has ever argued or felt you are compromising.
It doesn't matter.
But since this article issue, you need to really calm down on it.
It doesn't matter.
I said it the last time. You have spoken the raw truth. There is nothing that there's no sentiment in it. Many people that are calling out to say Obi, many of them do not even know that there's something called primary election. For the first time in my life, I am not even bothered about the presidential election. I am bothered about the primary election. It has never happened to me before. Because I am bothered because I don't want to be disgraced. So I just want to be to come out from any political party. It doesn't concern me. You understand me? That's not my business where Obi comes out from. But this article issue, it has turned out to be like, it has turned out to be like something else. Please, you need to calm down.
Right,
you need to calm down on it. I don't know how you want to do it, but please calm down on it.
All right, thank you for calling, Ugo. Well done. Okay. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. I've told you guys to be turning off your radio now. I beg. Be cool. Hello. Yeah. Why now? Well, now you do like this. 08036929933. Hello. Hi. Chai. Ogene kwa. No, you hear. Hello, good evening. Let me read some messages. President Tinubu don't seem to have a policy that would transform Nigeria for good. Enough is enough. Ola from Ikeja. These intellectual men with you are saying the truth, but Nigerians don't like the truth. Ola from Ikeja. Good evening, Esther and the guests in the studio. Esther, we cannot hear your station properly for over 2 months now. There is terrible interference with your station. President Darlington, don't let us enter another one chance with this your article campaign. Victor from K2. So the GM just said right now that I think it's a new radio station. The signal is what is interfering. They've been able to discuss with NBC. So maybe where you are, that's where that radio station is closer to you, and that bandwidth is what is interfering. But I do hope that it's resolved because I don't understand. Good evening, Esther. Hearing the level of corruption going on in the house makes me weak and I fear for my future. Good night, Angel Michael. Angel, you're supposed to resolve this thing for us. So all right, okay. I thank God that people are seeing the true colors of. All right, okay. Good evening, Esther. Olamileko from Barawa. I may disagree with Barrister Darlington on some issues like raising his voice or bringing Igbo preference in any discourse. But on Obi deputizing article, I support him 120% because Barrister Darlington is being realistic that Obi should stand alone is an ideal situation. But considering Nigerian politics and its dirtiness, one must be realistic, as ideal situation will never work with these selfish political gladiators. Article and hello VOP, hello Esther, good evening. Please let them give Barrister Darlington a break. He's being rational and very factual. Peterobi cannot do this alone. He needs alignment and solid coalition with all angles. Sam for Boblin Unwankwo from Festac Town, Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, my name is Bintu from Ilasamaja. Madam Esther, please help tell Peterobi to play smart because Yoruba still have Yemi or Shipajo from VP, Raji Fashola from Governor, and Akiwumi Ambode from Governor. Politicians will use them for next election. He should put himself out there now. Okay, good evening, Esther. Please, Barrister Darlington, stop discouraging people as Nigerians have said that Igbos can never become president. For how long will Nigerians continue to push Igbos aside? Now they want to use Obi to grab power. Anything contrary to Obi becoming a president, let Tinubu continue. Chisom Bernard from Urile. And I think this will work because we'll continue to push that agenda and say, okay, fine, since that's what you people want, let the president continue. Good evening, Esther. Your other guest, Mr. Mbata, is shying away from the truth. Let us be real. Obi needs the support and acceptability of many Nigerians, and for now, he can't get it because Atiku is politically stronger due to his spending power and North factor. Obi should work with Atiku and make ways for himself for another time. He has nothing to lose if he becomes the vice president. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala served under Jonathan, but she is well respected today despite some of the corrupt practices in Jonathan's administration. If Obi maintains his good character, he will still enjoy the goodwill of Nigerians. Good evening, Esther. It's funny how people want Obi to run for president when we all know even if he wins, they won't hand over to him. If Obi really wants to be president of this country, let him step down to be Atiku's vice and work with him, Atiku, so presidency can be handed over to him easily after Atiku's tenure. Barrister Ahil Anthony from Lagos. But it is the turn of the South. It's the turn of the South. So why can't Atiku be an elder statesman and support Peterobi? No, we're just saying, well, looking at this from different angles, right? From Barrister Oluwaseun Solomon. Hello, Esther and guests in the studio. Esther, obviously there is no government in Nigeria, no accountability, no direction, lack of rule, nepotism, and the poor institutionalism, failed judiciary, poor health system, to mention a few. Our president is too desperate for power. Anyway, we have our destiny in our hands. Esther, I'm afraid to go to Enugu for a general congress for lawyers, though. I school in Federal Government College, Enugu. Don't worry. God will protect you. I know you guys are having your conference very soon. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
All right. Well, welcome. What's your name?
Sister Essie.
Welcome, sir. How are you, sir?
I feel all right. Are you too?
I'm fine, sir. What's your name, sir?
I'm Dr. Prince from Ojo in Lagos.
All right, Dr. Prince, please go ahead.
I just celebrated my birthday a few days ago.
Oh, happy birthday. I wish you long life and prosperity.
Yes, let me say what I want to say. Maybe if I'm taking long time, you can cut me out. I don't mind. Okay. Let me pour my mind out now because I've been trying for many days now to get to your line.
All right, go ahead.
You see, people should listen to Barrister Darlington. Listen to me very carefully. Because the words of our elders are words of wisdom. I've not seen one-on-one. He has not been bribed for whatever reason. I can see, I've listened to him. He's a strategist. You know, I was born and bred in Igbo land. Though I've lived in Lagos now for more than 40 years. Doesn't matter. I still have the original Igbo blood in my life. You see, the proverbial tortoise, people wanted to bring it out of the pit. And when he had it, he said, you people should do quick now.
Exactly.
The physics here is very much.
But
asking questions. You have been in the pit all along for many days and weeks and months. Now I want to bring you out, telling us that you should do quick. That this thing is spending too much. Right from the time of Ekueme, that could not be, Obasanjo came to be, whatever. We have been waiting. Igbos have been waiting. Igbos will become president one day. But you have to do it calculatively. There's a snake on the mango tree, so that children will not go and pluck it and die there. Some people don't understand the dynamics of Nigerian politics. They take it as a joke. Peterobi can win election, no doubt about in Nigeria today. He can win anybody. Is that all?
No.
Has he not won before? If he wins that election and they cancel it in one way or the other, whether through the court or INEC, are we going to fight? If the answer is yes, then let us vote for him. If you say yes, if Obi wins this election and INEC says something otherwise, or the court, that we are going to carry arms and fight, I will say yes, let's go ahead.
All right, thank you very much. We have the live appearance right about now. Please come sit down here. We have Ambassador Philippus Sonu, who would sit down here, please, who will be giving us some insight into how to be strategic in having to enable ourselves in this economic doldrum. Please come closer. Go ahead.
Okay, we have been hearing about politics. This time around, we just need to look into our pocket. If our pocket is big or small. And it's all about money. And like I said before, the other day, Lagos has all it takes for anybody that's in it to make money. And because of this coming weekend, that's Saturday, please make it a point of booking yourself in for you to be able to change your financial state. All right? We have all it takes to change our life financially. And like we have been saying this all the time, that we have the greatest, let me call it the revolution in our hands, which is the technology. And one of it is about the mobile phone you have in your hand. Some people call it big phone, some people call it Android phone, some people call it, smartphone. As long as that smartphone is able to connect you to internet, whether you are in the remotest village or you are in anywhere you are, trust me, you have all it takes to make money for yourself. So we have what we call Ikeja Money Conference, and that will be this Saturday, where we'll be showcasing several businesses. Like, for example, some people want to get into buying digital shares. They don't know how to go about it. Some people want to get into business. They don't even know how to go about it. And I used to say to people, you don't need to look for money until you open up a shop or an office before you do business. This day, you have all it takes for you to do this business. And in this particular money conference, we'll be teaching you and hold you by the hand how you can use your mobile phone, be able to do business for yourself, whether you want to open up a shop online or you want to do the kind of business we do in acquiring digital assets, then you have the ability to do that. Now, some of the applications that you will be using, they are not free because it's helping you to make your money. So those companies are also selling those applications. And for that good reason, you should be budgeting depending on how much you want to make in a day, in a week, in a month. Because the business we are talking about is something that pays you daily, weekly, monthly. So you decide whether you are going for those applications that cost like 25,000 or the one of 50,000 or the one of 100 or the one of 200, depending on how much you want to make. So I would like you to text to us in a very simple way, because we don't have much time here, so that when you come to the event, we'll be able to teach you. The time is 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. So all road leads to Ikeja on Saturday. Wherever you are hearing us from, just know it's Saturday, and make it a point of duty to pass this information to your brother, to your sister, and to whosoever that is in your contact living in Lagos. I want you to text to us this number to us, and you said VIP because you are a very important person to us. Text to us on this number 080 61 48 08 03 080 61 48 08 03. Like I said before, you need to find a way to make money for yourself even while you are sleeping. And this Saturday mark the beginning of that if you have not started yet. So therefore, make sure you are part of this program on Saturday. Text to us just VIP so that we can reserve your seat and send you details of the address so that you can be there on Saturday. The number for you to text to us just VIP is 080 61 48 08 03. Remember, you must to come with your smartphone or Android phone or big phone, you can call it. Make sure you put at least 2 gig data on it, please. Make sure you put that. If it's possible, text us now from your WhatsApp so that we'll be sure that you have it. But you can still text us from your SMS. Make sure you come for this event with your smartphone. Without your smartphone or your big phone or your Android phone, you won't be able to do what you're supposed to do. For the last time, you take this number from us and text to us VIP. Text to us on this number 080 61 48 08 03 080 61 480803.
All right. Thank you very much, Ambassador Philip Osoni, for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to wrap up our conversation this evening. I'll take one call and then you guys can wrap up. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? Hello? All right. Okay. So I'll start with you, Mr. Tony Mbata. What's your take in all we have discussed, from what Elrufai's son said to a couple of Nigerians aligning with the strategy of Barrister Darlington Agumor, and a couple of people to aligning with your own strategy as well, that it's either Peterobi or Tinubu continues for the next 4 years?
Yeah, if you listen to the call, people that are calling, they are saying one thing. They know that Obi will win. Most of the people, majority of the people. Now, what is the problem? Fears. That's what I'm telling you. Nigerians should remove fear. And the problem we are having is INEC, the institution that will make sure that our vote count.
But what
that
about
is,
the recent ethnic sentiment? Let me give you
most of this ethnic sentiment, if you look at it, is what our politicians are building up in order to divide us. I'm telling you, Obi won in Lagos because the Yoruba man supported him.
You think it will stop if he steps down? You think all of that heat?
All this is what APC government is doing in order to make sure they know that the threat they have is Obi. So, and another question I want to ask people that are saying Atiku.
APC said they're not threatened.
Excuse me, they are doing it. They are threat. They are afraid. My question is that why must he be Atiku? Don't we have any other person from the north? Let them bring an Hausa man, a real Hausa man, or a northern Christian to come.
But
so why must he be?
President is saying that the ADC was basically, there was a set of persons who came in, everything was engineered by Atiku, and so you do expect Atiku to
see, that's the problem we had when the people were saying Buhari is going to do magic, Buhari is going to do magic, and the Buhari came in, and look at where we are. Let me bet you, Esther, the only valuable thing apart from God I have is my wife. I will bet with my wife, if Atiku enter government, Nigeria will suffer more than what we are suffering today. Mark it. If Atiku enter, Nigerians will cry, we will bleed. Okay. Mark my word.
President, please quickly, we need to wrap up.
Esther, in the north today,
quickly,
which tribe is holding the political, economic, cultural, and religious power? Is it not the Fulanis? From the military to civilian, are they not the one holding sway? All the emirs in the north are all Fulanis. Why is nobody challenging them from there? Why? Esther, please, somebody should answer me. Why? You can see. Look, face reality. All this if. You know that if will never come. Sidney Sheldon read a book. He said, if tomorrow comes, tomorrow is already here. What I'm saying, look, Esther, and I'm going to make it as a point of duty. You see this thing that I'm saying, with all the examples I've given, that have dealt with us severally, and we have not learned any lesson. I may not even be talking about this Obi again. Let those do that, because I've said that the people telling him this, they are not even obedient. They are most of people sponsored by APC, but nobody will listen to me.
All right,
let him go and do it on his own.
Thank you, Mr. Tony Mbata, for coming. My name is Esther Wachuku. You guys have an amazing evening. Bye for now.